Hi, everybody. It's Diana with stampingwithdi.com. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And this week's Teach Me Tuesdays episode, I think 164. Oh my gosh, why can't I remember? Oh, yes, 164. And we are going to do one of the new kits that is out, and it's a fun little wreath. And this is the Wreath of Blooms kit. And I just got it, so I haven't even put it together. I did punch everything out, and I'll show you when I turn the camera around. So welcome to my channel again. If you are new, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Diana, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And I'm live again today, so cross our fingers. It was pretty good yesterday. I didn't have too much issues. I got all the spring social boxes out. I don't know if you follow me on Facebook or not, but 42 boxes all are on their way to their new homes for the virtual spring social, which will be February the 25th. So now I have a whole bunch of stuff to do still, but at least they are on their way. And I can't wait for everybody to get their stuff. So let's see. We have Linda's here, Lori, Candy, Rhonda. Now Rhonda lives out here by me, so she picked hers up already. And Lori, there's a few Lindas here. So anyways, but yes, that was a lot of boxes in the post office. She was pretty impressed, the lady there. So anyways, I am going to stop blabbing, but don't let me forget that I'm going to pick the first winner for my countdown to $1 million in sales giveaway. So don't let me forget about that. If the video starts to get too long, I'll take a break, maybe midway through, and we'll pick that. How be we do that? So someone needs to remind me. All right. So anyway, so I'm going to turn the camera. Close your eyes for a second while I get adjusted. All right, so that wasn't too bad. Sometimes I bang the thing and make it be all crooked. Okay, so we are going to do this fun little wreath. I might have to bring myself up just a little bit, so that won't let me swing at the end. So I need to remember that as well. Lots to remember today. Okay, so this is a Wreath of Blooms kit. Now, this just came out. So make sure you grab one of these. It's a great price. It's only $13 before tax and shipping in the United States. The item number is 162362. And it is a cute little kit. So this is what you'll get. Get out of there. Get out of there. And it's a fun. I love these boxes. I have boxes all over like these, just waiting to do something with them. All right. I've been putting for my new team that joined me directly, I've been putting their welcome goodies in the little box and mailing it off. All right, so this is what we're going to make today. It's a super little kit. Now, like I said, I have already pulled my stuff out. What I like about it is it's the same on both sides. I love that. So there's no white back, so that no matter where now this would be cute. If you're real careful, you could actually use that as a mask, even with these. But I'm just going to put them in the garbage. All right. So what I have done is I have started a little bit. So I have punched them all out just to save some time. And these are the instruction sheets. So just like, the paper pumpkin kit, the other kits, it's very similar. And these are instructions. So I'm going to hope that this video won't take too long. Now, what you want to do is you kind of want to get your, oh, Jeanne, I pronounced your name wrong the other day. Didn't I? All right. So, hey, Wendy. All right. So what you want to do is you want to just carefully, you want to get your petals and everything ready. So I was going to get most of these done, and then I didn't get time. And I was just like, you know what? We're just going to have fun and chat like we do. Now, I'm using a round pencil. This is actually like a Stampin' Up! One. If you got, I can't remember what class that you got one of those pencils. But anyways, but it's nice because it's rounded. You can use your bone folder as well. But see, that bone folder has like kind of the sharp edge. And I find when I use it, I kind of almost get that sharp edge. So I'm just going to use my round pencil. Now you also get twine, some thick kind of twine. You get some brads. You get some tear tape. And you get your little thing of glue dots. And you know, I always just send those to my sister because I like to use the glue dots on the spool. So I have put those pieces aside. But it's so fun because it's got all this stuff on the edge. So it looks like you have sponged it. All right, so let me make sure I'm not missing anything. So I am enjoying going back to kind of doing the lives because I can chit chat a little bit. If you don't like chit chat, probably my channel might not be your favorite because I'm a chit chatter. All right, so let's see here. So I'm just taking my pencil. And we can also mess with these more as we go. All right, now I don't want to bend this up. And do I want to bend these? Oh, we want to bend these too. Now these are tiny. These are tiny little flowers. And I remember years ago, we would wet things. I'm going to do 2 kits. I ordered a few of them, but I would do this one just the way it says. But I'm thinking it'd be cute to wet these and crumple them up and make one like really, really shabby looking. So I might do that with one of them and just compare. So, because that's an old way of distressing your flowers. All right, so I'll do more of those later. All right, then your leaves have got this little score. So it just says to score, you know, just follow that little mark. They're already scored. This kit is just ready to go. You do need a glue gun. It does suggest you use a glue gun. So I do have that heated off to the side. All right, so those are ready. We need this. So I'm going to keep these aside. And I'm bringing over my silicone because the silicone we can build on there and then it won't stick to it. If I start gluing on this, because this cardboard came with it, it'll stick to the cardboard. All right, so I think now let's just put our, okay, so we're going to put this flower together. So this is this flower here, and they go in, like there's a big one. So we want the yellow brad. We'll see. There's a few different size brads. Hold on 1 minute. There's a few size brads. Okay, so I want the big brad. So you're going to want the big brad because the little tiny brads go for the little tiny flowers. All right, so hopefully I haven't missed any questions. And if I have, please ask them again. All right, so we have our flower. We're going to take our big brad and this one is the same size. So we're just going to stagger them. So stick your brad in there. But you know what? Hang on a minute. I'm not paying attention. We want these. So we want this and this first. So we're going to stick that in there really careful. Like, look how cute that is. All right. And then this. Now, I might be putting these in the wrong order, but I don't think this one necessarily matters so much. We'll see. Maybe it does. But you spin it, so I don't think this one matters. Never mind. I'm going to change it. I should have did one ahead of time, but like I said, I've been busy. All right, so this will just teach you what not to do. All right, so we're going to put this one first. So after Jeff and I went to the post office, we stopped and got donuts, and I got myself a coffee drink. I usually don't drink coffee. It's like some sort of whatever. They don't have decaf. And I am just like, I'm just so shaky. All right, so we've got this. Look how cute that is just by itself. Then we're just going to stagger them and twist them so that they, you know, they go like that. And then put that in there and stagger. So this would be a fun kit, I think, to give as presents. Okay. All right. So then we're going to close this. Then we want our leaves. So we've got 2 leaves. So we want the big leaf. And it's just telling you to use the hot glue to put your leaves together. All right. So we're going to put our leaf together with our hot glue off to the side. All right. Oh, that should have been a big one. Hold on a minute. I didn't see this one over here. So we want 2 big. 2 big. Who knows? It could have been a small and a big. It's not going to matter. All right. So we're going to put the leaf here. So what's nice about the silicone mat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave my leaves on the silicone. And I'm going to put my glue here. And then I can lay my flower on here. So that looks good. And then we can always add more glue as we go. We can always bend these up as we go. But like I said, I can't wait to make another one where I'm going to wet these and really crinkle them. I think it will give them even more definition. All right, so that's going to cool, and then I'll be able to peel that right off. All right, so let's go to our next flower. So the next flower is this red looking one. And this time we want the blue brad. Remember when these used to be called mini deco fasteners? Now that's really aging me, but I remember when we first started getting brads as with Stampin' Up, and they called them mini deco fasteners. And then years later, they were just like, well, they're just brads. All right. So my friend Marcy, I would tease because her husband's name is Brad, and I would say, or mini deco fastener. All right. So look how cute this little flower is. So he is all good to go. So see how fast I got 2 flowers done already. Now we've got these 2 smaller leaves. And we are going to put them like this. So instead of hooking them together like it says, I'm going to peel this off. I'm going to put them here. And like I did before, I'm going to lay the flower in them. And that way I can, space them where I want them to be. So I'm going to put my glue on my leaf and pop my flower on there. And then that way, if my leaves aren't touching, it's not a big deal because they're glued to the flower. Let's see. Oh, Wendy, you have extra shots in your coffee. Oh, I mean, I was just like, do you have decaf? And they're like, no. I'm like, well, I still want one. But it's weird. It won't happen for, I mean, how many hours ago was that? That was like 9 o'clock, and it's finally hitting me now. Like, why would it take so long for me to get all shaky? That's what's weird. All right, so we've got this flower all ready to go. All right, so he's ready. Then these go on here. So these little flowers go on here. And I have to like bring it a little closer. A lot of times I like to look at the picture in the front. All right, so we are stacking these flowers. So this might not take that long at all. Okay, so we want these 3 little brads. So that's the last of the brads. And we're just going to stack. So I'm going to stack the one I bent on the front, and then we can, mess with them more. But again, I like that it's colored on both sides. So it doesn't matter where you put them. Okay. And we have another little one that I bent. But like I said, I'm going to go back and fiddle fart with these a little bit more after. I also have, we have brads in the catalog, the black and white ones. So those might be fun too. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but I went around in my studio and I have sunflowers all over the studio. I also have these, and these are just little silk flowers. These, remember when I made these? So I just stuck a magnet on there, but I was like, well, maybe I'll add, you know, other things to my wreath. I don't know yet. I just was like, oh, let me see. All right, so we are going to put this in here, and then we just have to do that last flower, and you save the best or the, oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to put it on the, oh my gosh, Diana. I forgot to put it on the stem. So that's one thing that's different with the live, because it's, now I'm talking for real life. Aren't they fun, Rhonda? So yeah, I just kind of went around because I have the purple flowers around the studio, as well as, because I love purple, as well as my sunflowers that I love so much. So I just kind of pulled a couple of them out of the flower pots. So I was like, well, I'm going to see if those would look good. All right, then we have this right here. So this is a long, and what I did with this one ahead of time, I just took my pencil and I just slowly, because this one has me a little scared, to be honest. All right, so I just slowly wound it around the pencil, and we just want to bend it. So I'm just, if you have like a dowel rod would work too. If you have like a dowel rod that would be longer, that would work too. I'm like looking around. I might have, I'm sure Jeff has lots of dowel rods in his studio or his shop. So I might have to go steal one, because that probably would be easier. But anyway, so you just want to be gentle because it is split, right? It's cut. And then what we're going to do is we are going to squeeze this. So let me get my directions here. So we want to, now they're using tear tape. That's what the tear tape's for. And I'm always leery with tear tape because if I mess it up, I don't have any wiggle room. So I'm going to use the green tip glue, the Tombow. We'll see if it works. It's just a Tombow glue that I put in the little container. So let me get my silicone. So we want to glue this together. And by using the green tip, it's just going to, just in case I make any mistakes, it's going to let me have some wiggle room if I don't get it lined up perfectly. Where the tear tape, as soon as that touches, it would be stuck. So we're going to use green tip glue and just going to hold it a second and, you know, let it set up. And then we're going to actually, you know, mold it into a flower. All right. But I just am putting green tip glue with my shakiness just on the edge. I'm just folding it up against itself. But see how easy it is? But at the same time, I am like adjusting it, and I'm just afraid if I use the tear tape, if I didn't get it right, it would tear it. Like it would tear it in a whole other way. So I'm just using the green tip glue. It is a flower. So it's going to do, let me show you the finished one. It's going to do this flower. See this little flower here? It's going to do that one. So you can see what we're making here. This is a little bit closer up. And it came with this heavy cardboard ring. All right, so I'm just going to keep adding my green tip glue. And you could probably use hot glue too, but I think you might burn your fingers because I'm squeezing that right, you know. You don't want to fold it here. Like you don't want it to be, you want it to keep that roundness. So I'm just squeezing it along the edge where the glue is because you want to keep this round. You don't want it to be folded. All right, so I need to hold it a little longer. All right. But I don't know what kind of flower it is. It's just a really, really cute looking flower. But so this was a fun, and like I said, it's only 13. So I thought it was a great price point. And it just would be a fun time. Like say you had some friends gonna come over. I think it would be a fun little project to do. And then you could have everybody, you know, maybe personalize it. It does come with this heavy twine that we're going to wrap around to hang it. But if you had ribbon or something, I think you could use ribbon and make it customized. Like how I pulled those silk flowers out. I'm going to see how they work. I might add some ribbon. I don't know yet, but I like to make things be a little bit personal. I think, let's see, the ribbon, the black and white, I'll have to get it. The black and white checker ribbon, it's on the other table. I like to put that on everything. So I might use some of that because I think it goes with everything. All right. So almost the end. I'm going to go get that ribbon, in fact. So I'm going to hold this while I go get that ribbon. So this is the ribbon I'm talking about. I love the black and white gingham, and I think it would look cute. So we'll see if we use that. So this video might have been short till I start changing things around. All right, so this looks good. Okay, now comes, I just want to make sure it's good and glued. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to start to, so see the instructions here. So they put tear tape, we glued it. So now we're going to put hot glue and we're just going to roll it on itself. So it almost looks like a chef's hat, or what they put on, is it lamb? So I'm just going to kind of get it started. All right. I'm just going to kind of get it folded just to kind of let it know what it's got to do. Is it lamb or something? They put those little things on the end of the meat bones. That's what this kind of reminds me of. All right, so I'm just going to start to roll it, but we are going to glue it, but I just want to see how best to do it before I actually put the glue, just to kind of have an idea of what I'm doing before I really glue it. All right, so now, because I think you want, once it starts to do that, then you have kind of a base that you're able to build on. All right, so we're going to put our glue in here. And then I'm just going to start rolling it. Now this is when I probably go, oh, I should have an ice bucket in case I burn my fingers. All right, so we're just rolling it. And rolling it. So I'm trying not to mess with those little curly things too much. So see how it's turning into that little flower? The paper hats for roast crown. So I was right with lamb, right? Yeah, so doesn't this kind of remind you of those little crown hats? I don't think I like lamb, because I know I made shepherd's pie and it called for lamb, and we didn't like it. So we always make shepherd's pie with just hamburger. All right, so almost, but this is a cute little flower, whatever it's called. And the more you roll it, the easier it gets, because it's got this base that you're building on. So I'm just glue, glue, and we're almost done. And then we can put it on the wreath. All right. So I'm going to let that sit just for a little bit so it's good and dry. But I do want to put, before I put my flowers on my wreath, I did think that I would want to put the string first, just in case I don't put my string. I want to make sure my string's in the center. I think I want to put my string on first. All right, so there is this cute little flower, and then we can, after it sits more, I will fiddle fart with all the flowers and get them more like situated. All right, so we want hot glue 7.5 inches. All right, so we have this right here. Now it says you want 7.5 inches. And just like the paper pumpkins and the other kits, we have a ruler. So let's get our ruler. So 7.5. So that should be there. So we want 7.5 to stick out here. And I just want to make sure I'm putting this right. Yeah, because see right here, like there's one side that has kind of like these little dots. It looks like it's almost got paper on it. That's the front. So that's the front you want. This looks cardboardy, so make sure you're gluing it to the cardboardy side. All right. I don't know. I wonder if I would like lamb chops. I didn't like ground lamb. I didn't like the ground lamb. Okay, so we are going to start. So what we're going to do is, I hope this helps you when you get yours. Okay, so we're just going to put a little bit of hot glue right there. And we're going to just put that ribbon in there. And I'm just going to let it dry. I want it just to let it dry a little bit. Dry, please. Dry, please. And then we're going to wrap it. So we're going to wrap this ribbon around, and maybe I should have went straighter. Oops, I hit the phone. All right, so maybe I should have went straighter with that. But anyways, okay, so we are wrapping it around. All right, so let's see. Let's see. All right. Let me turn it around so I can see. All right, so we're wrapping it. So I guess I need to be a little more slow when I wrap the ribbon because we want them close together. All right, we want them close together. So work from the front after you've glued it, and then you'll know that you've got a nice, it'll look nice. We don't care what it looks like on the back because nobody's going to see that. And I might hang this behind me on my cupboard because it won't weigh as much. Remember when I did that other kit where I made that board, that dry erase board? That's where those sunflowers came from. These ones here. And I don't know if you notice it's not hanging back there anymore. Well, it come crashing down one day because I didn't hang it very good, obviously. So we'll hang this behind me instead. All right, so we are putting this ribbon. This is probably going to take longer than making the flowers. Okay, so hang on. Wrap, wrap, wrap. So do you like this kit? Do you like 3D kits more than card kits? I think I do, like, you know, where you can, because this one to me can be more customized, I think. All right, so I'm just going to keep going. keep going. Like I said, this is taking longer than making the flowers, but we're almost done. Then I have to figure out how to do this. All right, wrap, wrap, wrap. Gotta love a hot glue gun, because if it had me do some sort of fancy sailor knot or something, I would not be able to do that. Oh, that's exactly, Lori. This would be a great gift, because I might have to, I think I've talked about the family that live next door. They have 8 kids. They are the most pleasant. All right, so does this go? All right, so hang on. Let me see. Wrap, wrap, wrap. Wrap. I think this just keeps wrapping, and then this is going to get glued over here. Okay. Their kids are so imaginative. They've got a fort out in the back. They dress up. The one little girl reminds me of me. You know, they run around in their bare feet. She wears a bonnet, and I wore a bonnet as a little kid too. And they just use their imagination, and I love that. So a lot of times I will give them, you know, kits and things like that, because they are homeschooled, and in that way they can, you know, do some crafts. All right, so I'm just gluing this last one. I'm just kind of gluing it right there, and I'm hoping it's going to be good and tight. If not, I'll just add some more, you know, some more glue to hold it down. All right. I'm also going to add a little bit more here, because I don't want that to unravel. All right, so we're just going to put a little bit more here. And since no one's going to see that, I'm just going to, for safety's sake, I'm just going to put a whole bunch of glue there, whether it needs it or not. It will dry and it will be fine. All right, so then you take this and it goes here. So that's going to get glued over here too, and then I can trim it. All right. So that's going to go on there. And let that dry. And like I said, we can add more glue if we need to. Let's see if that's okay. So that's drying. So let's let that dry. So what's good about, so now we have, see, we have this on the top. So by putting that on first, now I know that this is my top, and I'm going to glue this over here so that it comes from this area. Does that make sense? I want these tails to come from where this comes out. Gotta love hot glue. Now I wouldn't be hanging this outside because it is paper, right? If it rains or something like that. But in Arizona, it gets so hot. I would think that hot glue would melt in the sun. So it will just hang in my studio. See where I changed the glue? Then it looks like it's coming from here instead of that twine coming from there. All right, so here is our cute little thing. So now I know where my hanger thing is, like the where it's going to hang. Now we have this little triangle, and this is what you're going to put your things on. All right, so we have the triangle, and we're going to put some hot glue. So let's just kind of dry fit what we're doing here. So we're going to put flower, that flower, and then that other one sticks in there. Okay, I just kind of want to have an idea what the heck we're doing. So let me get that glued first, because it's going to get glued to here, and then we'll put it on our thing. So you want to make sure, since these are fairly big flowers, kind of put your glue kind of out over to here so you have room to put your other one. All right, so hot glue. So your hot glue gun is going to be your friend. No, Stampin' Up! Obviously doesn't sell hot glue, so you'll have to supply that yourself. But I think anybody that does any kind of crafts will have a hot glue gun. All right. So there's that. All right. Then we're going to put this here. So this is going to come down in the center here. So let's stick this here under that leaf. All right. So we've got 3. All right. So I'm just going to put the hot glue here, and then this flower, which I need to do a little bit of coaxing. So we're just going to fold some of these just to give it a little bit of dimension. Whatever this is, our little lamb things. Oh, so yeah, Teresa, if you do put one outside with hot glue, I wonder if there's hot glue that's made that it won't fall, like extra strong, like maybe there's Gorilla hot glue or something. All right, so we're going to put this little flower in here like that. So I'm going to mess with it more once it's on the card. All right, so we're going to put that there. All right, so we're going to put this here, and then we can mess with that more. All right, then we're going to flip our thing. Okay, so we want to put these leaves. So take that off of there. All right, so we want these leaves. So we're going to go back to the wreath. And these leaves are going to go here. So that's going to go here. And then we can, you know, put more glue. This is probably where I put the glue dots maybe so that you don't see the hot glue. Oh, you tried? Oh, so I guess just don't put them outside. Or you have to use metal. You know, that metal stuff for flowers. Just use the metal. All right, so there we have our leaves. Okay, then we're going to take this, and this is going to go on here like that. All right, so let's put some more hot glue. Hot glue is our friend today. And I'm just going to lay that right on there like that. It's so cute. And then we can fiddle fart with the things. But, so this is why I was like, well, do I want to add, like, so I don't know now. Like I have some different size, like if anything, I should have put a sunflower here instead of this maybe. Because odd is good. But let's see what these would look like. So if I pick that off of there. So see, I think those look kind of fun. Ugh, if I can peel it apart. Use Gorilla Glue on my Valentine door. So far, so good. Oh, yeah. So cold might be better. So these kind of look kind of cute on there. It kind of hides those flowers. Let's see. And no one's going to see. I think it looks cute too. They're like crazy because they're really not made to do what I'm doing to them. Oh, let's see. We're going to cut those stems off, and I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to stick them on there because I think it looks so fun. And I'm still going to do another one. And maybe I won't use these on the other one. Let's see. Are they? Yeah, it got glued. I wasn't for sure if it would get stuck on there or not. But I'm going to put these because I think I like the little purple one. You like the purple? I think I do too. Because now when it's against a door, obviously, it's going to lay flat. But no one's going to see. I'm like going, do I take those off of there? We'll just leave them for now. All right. So let's put these on here. So I'm going to stick my hot glue in there and shove that plant right inside. I kind of like the mixed, would you call that mixed media? I don't know. Was it this catalog that Stampin' Up did the same thing with the flowers? They had paper flowers, real flowers, silk flowers, and they all just kind of, oh yes, Wendy. Oh, and don't let me forget to pick a winner. Oh my gosh, I was going to do that halfway. Okay, so hold on. I got to pick a winner. Someone needs to remind me. Yes, we got to do the black ribbon. All right, so I think that's good and dry. I might take this off. No one's going to see it because it's kind of floppy. Unless I put it behind. Oh, that's what I might do. Okay, I'm going to put this behind here because like I said, no one's going to see that. And then it's going to help support this. All right. And it's going to be hanging on the wall. So no one's going to see all the ugliness in the back. Let's see. Whoop, that glue's going to dry before I get my flowers stuck in there. But that will just kind of help support that. Is this what your stuff looks like? All this ugliness in the back? Don't pick me, my lovely. I'm outside the USA. Yes, on my blog post, you have to say where you're from. I have a certain blog post if you want to enter without ordering, and you do have to be in the USA. Or if you place an order, obviously your name's going in. But yeah, so if you live out of the USA, thanks for just making sure, Wendy, but you wouldn't be in there. Okay, so that's not too bad. And then let's see, where do I want to put this one? Do I want to put that one like that? If I turn it so it angles up. All right, let's see here. We're just making a mess with the glue. So we're going to use this one where it angles. So I want it to kind of angle up like that. Okay. And then let's take some of this ribbon. Let's see. So I'm going to take some of this ribbon and we'll see if it works. So I'm going to do a tie. This would be fun. I should have did it here instead of this. This ribbon would have been fun to put on instead so that it all matched. All right, so let's see. Let's just see what this would look like. So we've got our little bow. So there's with that, if I just tie it as a bow. Let's see. But I do like that pop of black. So instead, I'm just going to, instead of tying it as a bow, I'm just going to cut that And like this. And then I'm going to tie them together like that. So I need this one to go through too. Just to give me a little something to glue to. I should have did this longer. This is just me just doing things without even thinking. Okay, so hold on a second. So there should be our 4 tails. All right, so now they're just tied together to give me something to glue to. Because I'm not for sure what I want to do with that yet. But I do like that black and white. So it makes me wish I'd have put the black and white up on there. And then I can trim these a little bit. Let's see, let me do another. So tie from the spool, because then you're less waste from the bottom. Yeah, that's what I was wondering too. Like make it be like from the bottom. So I'm tying again. Okay. So there's one. Another thing I like to do, okay, let me cut and see, I'm trying to get to the million. So see how much ribbon I'm wasting. So I need to buy more. Is that not ridiculous? Is that not ridiculous? All right. So I've got 2 ribbons and I'm going to tie them at the same time. So that's going to give me like this double ribbon. So it's going to be a little more bulky looking. So I kind of like the look of a double ribbon. So what do you think about a double ribbon? Then you've got your 4 tails. And maybe stick it like that. You can't really see the bows, but it's just got some dimension to it behind the white flowers. See, I really wish I'd have put it here. I could always just glue it directly to that. So then, you know, so there's that. I could put it in front of the white flowers. Does anybody else have a struggle when they do stuff? All right. So I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do with the ribbon. I know I want to put it on, whether it be on this one or the one that I shabby chic, where I'm going to wet the flowers, because I am going to do another one, because then maybe I'll put it up here. But I do like adding the little silk flowers to it. I think those are cute. I might not do this flower next time. And I might just put, you know, a little like sunflower, because he's a good little size. And then, of course, I always have the sunflower I did earlier, you know, but it's got some brown. So I don't think I'll use that one. But I like this little guy just because I think he's a perfect size. Instead of this guy. I mean, he was a fun little one to make, but for my shabby one, I think I'm going to do this one instead. All right. So let me know what you think. And I will play with another kit and try it out. All right. So let me scoot down. Let's pick our winner. All right. So let me say, see you later, alligator. In a minute. Okay. So I have my giveaway. So this is giveaway number 1. So we filled our chart, and look how close I am to doing giveaway number 2. And giveaway number 1 is the clear box storage caddy. And you lucked out because I just got it today and I filled it with the blocks. And I had never seen this. And I'm like, it is so adorable. So here I put it in the bag. All right. So this is what it is. I probably should have showed it before I flipped the camera. Let's see. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna pick the winner and then I'll show you what you want. Okay. So shake, shake, shake. Don't lose any. I have my little bucket that I always use that I think is for camping because it looks like it's all burned. All right. I probably got it antiquing or something. All right. So here we are. We're going to pick the winner. So if I pick you, make sure you holler at me with your address, where to send it to. All right. So stirring, stirring, stirring. All right. Make sure I only get one. Okay. I had two. All right. Just one. The winner is Bonnie Bays. So Bonnie, make sure you holler at me. I will put your name on my chart here. Let me get some tape. I'm going to put your name on my chart so I know that Bonnie, you won the first draw. Now these stay in here. It's not like I dump them. So as I go, I just keep adding, keep adding, keep adding. All right. So this is what. So let me scoot. Let me turn again so I can show you what Bonnie won, and then also the draw 2 is going to be the same thing. So so what it is, it's the cute little storage. And like I said, I already loaded it. Everything came today. I was like, oh, perfect time. So look how cute it is. So you have your blocks. So the blocks fit in there. And then you have this little piece here, which goes here just to protect them. And then you have all the other blocks on the other side. And it is so fun. Like I said, I hadn't ever seen it before, but it is a super little, it's a super little kit. All right, so let me scoot down, swing around again. Sorry, all this to get you seasick. So I'm going to put this back in the bag, put it back in the box. So Bonnie, give me a holler and I will get this in the mail to you. Like I said, I'm close to picking number 2 and it will be the same thing. Now, holler at me. Now, Bonnie, if you already have this and you want something else, you can pick something else. The value is $94. So $94 catalog value if you already have this. All right. So it is super cute. Oh my gosh. And if you like to be organized, maybe you like to take your blocks with you, if you go to somebody's house or whatever, maybe you're going to go to somebody's house and make these cute little wreaths, and you need to take your blocks. There you go. All right, so I am crumpling, making a lot of noise. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play around and shabby chic up a little wreath, and when I get it done, I will put it on my blog so you can check it out and let me know what you think. And otherwise, I will see you Friday for my dice shorts, 3 o'clock Arizona time, same channel. And just keep in mind, like, since these are live, it takes them a little longer to process than when I upload a video. So I can't add cards or do certain things to the video that I usually do till tomorrow. It takes a good 24 hours for these videos to process. So if there's something that you usually see, that's why it's not there readily available. All right, so I'm going to say see you later. I'm going to stop. If we signed up once, we don't need to sign up each time. No, for the comment, Lori, if you are commenting without ordering, then it's one comment only. But if you place an order, you're getting a ticket for each order. So if you order twice, you'll get 2 tickets. If you order 100, you get 2 tickets. So if you order 200, you get 4 tickets. So does that make sense? So does that make sense, Lori? Okay, so I do have a blog post that, and you want to, if you want to comment without placing an order, there is a blog post that you need to post on. And when you do that, you want to put your full name in the comment and what state you live in, because that's how I'm picking. Don't just say congratulations, Jane, because I don't know, who you are. So you need to put your full name and the state that you live in. Okay, so anyway, okay, so I'm gonna stop blabbing. I hope you enjoyed this little kit. It is super fun, and now I'm gonna play around and make my own version. All right, so have a great day, great night. I'll see you Friday. All right. Oh, I gotta get my mouse. All right, see you later. Bye for now.